What up, yo? 3 in the morning, still traffic. Anyway, so I can be interrupted by cars. So I just watched the movie Blade Runner, the newer one. I think it's 2049. Ryan Gosling, you know. So anyway, I never watched the old one. I don't even know really what it's about. But this one, as far as I can tell, was about, there being like a synthetic, I guess, slave race of, humans that were kind of like, more capable than normal humans. And they kind of show that in the movie. Like when he goes to his apartment, like somebody calls him a pretty boy and all the people in the hallway are all like ugly and like dystopian, But he's like the synthetic human, so he's like a high quality guy. And, but they're treated like crap because they're, just manufactured humans. They supposedly don't have souls or whatever. And so it's like a almost Cinderella type situation. They're like high quality but treated like crap because I guess out of like jealousy or whatever, try to keep them in their place. And that's actually what one of the main characters is like the police chief chick was saying. She was saying there's like a wall between the actual humans and the non-humans, and if that wall breaks down, it's gonna be chaos. It's like, I don't know, keeping people in their place. Kind of reminds me of India with their caste system, and I don't believe in any of that shit. As far as I am concerned, straight up, I'm like a naturalist, and as far as I'm concerned, we're all, created by God, so we're like children of God, we are, of this earth as far as I can tell. We grew up just like all these other species, and, you can say it's by chance or divine, purpose or whatever that we're here. But I mean, I was keeping it real. Nobody else on earth, like, has the answers, you don't know why we're here. So how y'all just gonna claim, like, superiority, authority? I mean, there's obvious things when, like, somebody's more competent about something. And it's like, okay, like, you're the authority on this subject. Like, if you've studied it, the lay of the land, whatever. Stuff like that. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, with, I don't know, humans are kind of just naturally picky. And I've gotten into this, like with beauty, we naturally domesticate certain species of even like fruit, vegetables, dogs, cats, horses, whatever. Based on various traits we choose, we're selective. And we choose what we think is, this car's on. I'm sorry. I like when it's quiet and peaceful. There's little tweets of whatever. But, yeah, people, have domesticated various species, and we're selective, we're choosy. And, I mean, the same thing with humans. We have our taste. And I think that might be, like, a fundamental thing. Like, I've talked about it, like, there being, like, some fundamental, what do you want to call it, like, sacred geometry or some sort that is, like, the pattern of creation that we just kind of naturally are drawn to, that appeals to us. It's just our sense of beauty. I mean, we do the same things with like music and the intervals of notes and how they're, kind of like ratios of each other, and what's that thing, like the golden ratio, phi, whatever it's called, something like that, phi spiral, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things that just catch our eye when like, that's good. So I mean, if that's what it is, then maybe some people fit closer to that kind of innate sense of beauty. And I don't know if that gives anybody authority, but I mean, maybe there's like a classism with that, like people naturally are more beautiful. And I just don't buy into it though. I'm just like, dude, we're all clueless out here generally. I mean, we've had multiple people multiple generations trying to figure things out with science. It's a, multi-generational kind of group effort going on, building on this collective body of knowledge. And here we are, we probably barely started, I've heard it said we're kind of like a startup, of a species, or we're in our infancy. So we probably, as far, nobody got the answers as far as I can tell. I like thinking and studying and just trying to figure out what it's all about. And, I know how far I've gotten with it. I've studied what other people have, suggested. And I'm like just a constant learner, whatever. But as far as I can tell, nobody has the answers. We're all here kind of just as clueless as each other, still trying to figure it out. And so that's what I'm saying. Classism? What the fuck is that? Makes no sense. We're all just beings, here on planet Earth, As long as there's like a level of consciousness and awareness of like sentient self-awareness, it's like, I think that might be like, what makes someone respectable. You know what I mean? Like we look at a bug, it's just like, oh, it's just brain dead, a brain dead bug. So we don't care. We're not like, oh my gosh, like can't. It's just when somebody's self-aware and Actually, there was the character. He was like the main corporate guy that was, creating all these clones. And he said, that they had like a clone or whatever it was, the manufactured artificial human that like came out of like a artificial womb, fully grown. And he's like, it's so amazing how, they don't even have a concept of what life's about, but feel so eager to preserve it, It's like, that's kind of an interesting thing to say right there. But that's what it is, there's natural, I call it kind of like our proliferation programming, and I'm telling you, I'm kind of self-aware, and I'm self-aware to the point, I'm not just like self-aware of my own psychology, I'm self-aware of my own biology, which is really the basis of my psychology, you know what I'm saying, like I understand myself, like, as part of nature. That's kind of what I said earlier, I'm kind of just a naturalist. And I understand. It's just kind of what's programmed into us. We got this kind of intrinsic fire of life inside of us that we want to keep burning and passing on each successive generation. It's almost like I was thinking about it earlier. It's like a quantum displacement almost, like it's perpetual. Like it's an organizational function. But it starts with like this quantum displacement of sorts that it kind of travels along as it organizes matter into living organic matter. I don't know, it's just a way to look at it. But that was another big theme in the movie. Was there was one of these like artificial humans that's actually what the basis was. I don't want to spoil it, but one of the artificial humans had a child and they weren't supposed to be able to or something, but then like the dude who was manufacturing them, he was like, no, if they can reproduce, we got way more slaves and spread to multiple star systems or something like that. So yeah, it was like one of the main dudes had a kid. I don't want to spoil it for y'all, but somebody had a kid, one of these like clone people, and that's kind of what they were tracking down the whole movie. And there's all these like existential questions of like, they're trying to say like these artificial people didn't have souls. It's like, who the heck can, like, what? You know what I mean? Like, it was weird that they explored a lot of, these kind of interesting themes. Maybe there was like this artificial girlfriend, and she was like artificial intelligence, but she was like, I want to be real for you, to the guy, and like, shit, I ain't gonna lie, it had me kind of like crying a little bit. Like, damn, like, if it really was artificial intelligence, I'm gonna be like, okay, it's just a computer, I don't care. But, in the movie, it was an actress portraying artificial intelligence. And she did a good job. And she was like, it was weird. She actually hired a hooker or something like that. And then, like, meshed her little artificial intelligence, like, hologram with that hooker. And she was like, I want to be real for you. I don't know. Like, it connected her. Like, she had, like, an emotional connection with the main character guy, and then but she like wanted to be real. So it's like artificial intelligence that wanted to be real, kind of like the, what do you call them, the little clone artificial people wanted to be humans, regular humans, and it's like, but that's what I'm saying. So the actual artificial people were real, physical. So it's like what makes the regular humans any better? I just, like, literally, we can literally ask, if we were to do that, create an artificial species, modify our own genetics or something, and create something even better, more intelligent, capable than us. And what, we're just gonna treat them like a sub-human species, even if they're more capable than us? That makes no sense. I've actually talked about this before, but it's like, if it's something that we produce, even through genetic engineering, that's just like an expedited evolution, and it's still part of, it's like our offspring, basically, our progeny, whatever you want to call it. And so it's like, even if we created an artificial species that made us extinct, and it's just like a totally new thing, it's still the progression of evolution. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a natural thing, in my opinion. So who's to say they don't have a soul, or I don't know. That's weird. But that was like one of the main themes in the movie, was like they wanted to like prove their worth. Actually, the main dude who was a manufacturer, he had like an assistant who was one of these like clones or whatever, artificial humans, and one of the last things she said was like, "I'm the best one." You know what I'm saying? Like, because she wanted to like prove her worth to like the boss man manufacturer guy. And it's like, that's like what the whole theme was like these artificial humans trying to like prove that they were on the same level as regular humans. And it's like, but you looked at them at the beginning, they're like regular humans are all like grimy, probably, you might just say bad genetics. Honestly, like, we could just be real. Like, I love biology. That's why I'm kind of talking about this, especially, in consideration with humanity, talking about domesticating all the other species and stuff. I think we should be doing that with ourselves. Honestly, if we make an active attempt to do that, we'll probably get a better product, human product out of it than what we currently have. And, just being honest, just the way we've been breeding naturally, it's been very sloppy. I think a lot of low quality people have bred at exponentially fast rates compared to like higher quality people. Most higher quality people, they want to spend their time like figuring stuff out, inventing and stuff. Lower quality people, they're just like, oh, sex feels good. Babies, like, they have like 10, 20 kids. And then we have all these things that the smarter people have invented, which have made it, convenient or even possible for the lower quality people to breed exponentially. It's like, I hate to say it, but I'm just, look, we're going to some like next level themes, but there's kind of like the people that produce in our world, producers, and then like parasites, basically. You know what I mean? Like there's people that produce and build, whatever, create, and then there's people that basically just use what is produced by other people. And I mean, we literally have like welfare babies out here, people that have like freaking 10 kids and they're all just living off government food stamps or taxes from other people. And that's like work that they're buying with, they're just handing money and they go and buy somebody else's labor, with food at the store or whatever it might be, housing vouchers. It's like, and if they're not contributing, it's like, what? Yeah, it's parasitic. And that's just what it is. There just seems to be that. So it's like, really back to the whole theme of domesticating mankind. I think we get a much better product if we're selectively breeding, like the higher quality, what do you want to call it, individuals. Just like whenever we're breeding like fruit or something, we find like a big fat apple. We're like, this the one. Get them seeds, next generation, bunch of big fat apples. It's like it's the same thing. We want high quality humans. Find a high quality human, all right. Make a lot of babies with them. It's like, duh. I'm telling you, man, and I just think people have been too, what do you want to call it? It's like polite about things, like want to be like in denial of reality It's like, dude, it is what it is, bro. Like, there are kind of naturally people that are more competent, capable, higher quality would be more beneficial for the species overall. You know, the progression, proliferation of our own species. Like, we want inventors, man. We want smart people, healthy people, capable people, you know, that can take mankind to the next level. Each successive generation should be better and better. It should be a refinement, just like we do with plants. We pick the best out of each generation and breed that one the most. It's like, duh. And that best one is what, you know, populates the next generation, you know, the most. It's just common sense, dude. We do it with all other species. Why are we like, it's the old Thomas Jefferson quote, everybody's created equal. It's like, no, we're not, bro. I mean, maybe like created equal, but like the outcome, the actual product, is like, there's some people that are way more capable than others. Like, I think we can see that. One of my fucking, excuse my language, one of my favorite people is Nikola Tesla, and I heard he didn't have any kids, bro. I'm like, dude, he should have had 1,000 kids. We would have been all geniuses out here by now. His genes would have been spread throughout the gene pool. We would have been way better off, probably. I'm telling you, that matters. A lot of people want to act like it doesn't matter. It's like, that's the foundation of our species, is the genetic quality, you know, the quality of the individuals, literally, biologically. I just love biology, and I mean, we do it with all these other species. Why? I mean, it should be a real conversation. Like, why we're not doing this with humans, like, actively, intentionally. I'm telling you, there's a lot of low-quality people that have bred at exponential rates that just, I hate to say it, but you got these, like, this elite class of, like, billionaires in the world. They kind of see it, they talk about it, but, you know, they call a lot of these, like, low-quality people, they call them, like, useless eaters. It's like, I don't even blame them, because a lot of them are. They're just, like, parasites, they're consumers. They don't really contribute anything. And they feel justified, you know, this billionaire class feels justified using them as a labor force if all they're doing is, that's all they're good for. You know, see what I'm saying? So I was like, how about we just all just actively make higher quality people? You know what I'm saying? And kind of maybe slow down the low quality people from breeding so much. If all they're going to do is consume. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we should just, each successive generation be having a higher quality of humans. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. But with that being said, that's kind of what the whole Blade Runner movie was kind of going into. Artificial humans, you know, that's even with gene editing. We have that now. We have, what's it called? I think what they do with gene editing. I forget what they call it. But doing that now. We got GMO produce out here with edited genes and stuff that helps them do one thing, or we have GMO humans. We can edit genes in embryos and stuff. I mean, we're right there. And it's like, it's already here, bro. I'm not opposed to it. I think it's honestly like a natural thing. You know, a lot of people think, oh, going in there and editing the genes and stuff is unnatural. It's like, if we naturally got to the point where we understand how to do that and we do it, it's like, it's just another type of knowledge. If we're domesticating fruit by picking the best ones out and, you know, breeding them the next generation, we're still doing the same thing. It's artificial selection. It's us intervening in these natural processes. And that's kind of what I'm obsessed with. I want to refine things because I see that process. I mean, it's evolution, natural selection, except it's us being the natural selection. We're the artificial selection, and we can actively make changes to refine biology on this planet for the better, including humans. We have a better quality humans. We could all be, you know, okay, 5 generations from now, it could all be geniuses. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an important thing to, like, initiate. I'm so serious. Like, I just know it. But people are, like, afraid to talk about it because it's like, oh, well, you're saying all these other people are lower quality? It's like, yeah, that's literally what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people are low quality. A lot of low quality people are breeding a lot and not contributing much. There's high quality people. Nikola Tesla should have had 1,000 kids, dude. He had 0. While there's like morons, useless people, I'm just saying, have like fucking 20 kids. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, dude, we would have been way better off by now. If like, I mean, like, if nothing else, at least I could just say, if you're a high quality person, make and understand this concept, make more babies than stupid people, whatever, please, for the sake of the gene pool. I mean, it's just something that it just has to be done. We like, you know, survival of the fittest ain't enough. Intelligent people have actually made it so convenient for stupid people to survive. Like literally, just like with eyeglasses, and some people with like bad eyesight, if it wasn't for the invention of eyeglasses, they would have probably died out in the wilderness. But no, now we're literally able to pass on like low quality genes because of all these inventions of high quality people. It's like the high quality people have literally created a breeding ground for lower quality people. You know what I'm saying? And they just literally they made it easier for these low quality people to breed, survive, proliferate. They didn't probably think of that because, they're just nice people. I'm inventing glasses for people that can't see. It's like, okay. But look at what we've done. Intelligent people have created a whole system, which is like this natural infrastructure, you might say, that has allowed the lower quality people to breed exponentially. It's like, it is not paying off. You ever watch that movie, Idiocracy, from Mike Judge? That's like where we're headed, dude. If we don't course correct. Like, so serious, dude. I'm so serious. I know people want to be polite. We're all created equal. It's like, look, bro, they're just saying that because there's like aristocracy back in the day that like claimed to be better just by bloodline, even though half of them were inbred. It's like, yeah, a lot of the actual peasant people were probably higher quality people genetically and everything. So he was just saying that Thomas Jefferson, everybody's created equal, trying to humble all these aristocrats, whatever. But it's like, all right, let's be real. As a naturalist, as a biologist, whatever you want to call it, it's like, dude, there's different qualities of people out here. Like, I know the higher quality ones are the ones we need to pick, just like we pick big fat apples and breed them for the next generation. We need to pick these super strong, healthy specimens, breed them for the next generation. I'm telling you, 5, 6, however many generations down. I mean, there's multiple breeds of apples. You know what I'm saying? Dogs, everything. It's like, it's not just like one thing. But yeah, pick the best ones and make them breed more. You know what I'm saying? Duh. That's just domestication, like, of any fruit, vegetable, anything. That's what we should actively be doing with humans. And refining the quality of life on Earth, dude. Especially with humans, though. Because we have, like, literally, like, you pick, like, Nikola Tesla, genius, invented all types of stuff. This electricity we have right now. Just imagine him having, like, just 10 kids. And then his kids have 10 kids. That's 100. Wait, 10 times, yeah, 100. And then them kids have 10,000, whatever. I'm not even sure if that's the right function, but you see what I'm saying? And it's like, those genes all could have had, like, the same level of, like, intelligence Tesla had. Could have been inventing stuff. It could have been that same one person, like Tesla, with all he did in his life, that one person inventing everything. Imagine 1,000 Teslas inventing stuff, bro. How much that would have accelerated human progress. You see what I'm saying? I just see this, like, so obviously. I'm like, dude, what? We are messing up biologically on planet Earth. But anyway, Blade Runner, good movie. I shed a tear quite a few times in that movie, actually. But I'm just saying, like, we're all children of God, you might say. We can talk about classism. I don't know. Like, I'm not, honestly, I like down-to-earth, humble people that are just cool, chill, just want to live and be friendly or whatever, but at the same time, I like progress, you know what I'm saying? And I want high-quality people to be breeding a lot more than they are, and probably low-quality people to be breeding a lot less than they are. Don't get me wrong, if you're just a chilled-out person, you're just chilling, you're friendly, you help facilitate things, connect people in the world, help life get going, get on with itself here on planet Earth. It's like, cool, you're a cool person. I mean, you're not useless. You just, even if you're not, it's because you're not inventing stuff like Nikola Tesla that's game changing or whatever. It's like, okay, you're just a cool human that's helping facilitate life on the planet and helping this, this multi-generational kind of human endeavor we got going on. That's what I'm saying. So that's really what's about, like, us trying to take it to the next level. Like the weird, psychotic CEO of that company that was building all these artificial humans. Like, we have to conquer the stars. It's like, okay, well, let's do it in like a humane way, Because actually, with a lot of the clones, actually the first one that came out, that he said, look at her, doesn't even understand what life's about, and she's already has self-preservation. And he literally like cut her open. They're just like, he's like wasting these clones like they're nothing. All right, well, you're demonic. Like, chill out with all that. I don't know. I'm a pretty sensitive guy. These conversations kind of have to be had, bro. Like, I'm so serious. If we really want to refine the biology on the planet, like we're already doing with all these other species, especially with humans, bro. Just imagine 1,000 Nikola Teslas. What he did in his one lifetime, 1,000 of them. And that's just with like 2 generations past. Imagine, or however many, 1, 2, 3, whatever, 4. Just imagine 5. I don't know. We have 1,000,000 Nikola Teslas right now, killing it out here. You know, just inventing everything. So I'm trying to tell you, man. Person giving me a heebie-jeebies, man. They kind of slowed down and look like they're watching me. So just subscribe to my YouTube, Keithius something or another. I think it's Divine Keithius right now. You know where I got the name? Well, that was actually from a girl on Twitter. But divine, it's kind of like a divine order, which is kind of like this natural order. Like I said, I'm like a naturalist, and but it's also what's implicit in that. It's not just nature, just letting nature, like trees grow. It's like divine order in the sense that we have consciousness, divinity connected with like the God mind, whatever, and we can intervene in these natural processes, like I said, and kind of guide them along in a positive way. That's really what is kind of implicit in that. And so yeah, man, just think we should really be doing that. Anyway, Blade Runner was a good movie. It was really it was the second time I watched it, and I actually forgot one of the main plot twists. I was like, oh shit, I forgot. I'm not gonna tell you because I don't want to ruin it for you, but honestly, that was a great movie in my opinion. It's actually Ridley Scott was the executive producer, who was actually the director of Gladiator, which is another one of my favorite movies. But that was a good movie. All these themes that were going on, and it was really about, they kept saying something like, like we all just want something real, and what it really was, they were living in like this dystopian world. And it's like all they really wanted was like their natural existence, their natural function with, love and connection with each other and families and little tribes and making little babies. You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean. The whole, like, that was a lot of the theme, was like this dystopian kind of removed from nature world that they lived in, and the just dysfunction of humans living in that world. And I'm telling you, I'm like a naturalist. I look at the way a lot of people are living, even in cities. I don't like cities that much. I like small towns way more. But that's because, a lot of people living together become very unnatural and dysfunctional, and I don't like it personally, because I like to be in touch. I want, what was it saying? We all just want something real. Nature is real, that we're real with our own nature, with each other, if we're all just real about it. I mean, that's what it is. That's real life. So if you look at that theme, and I've seen that in a lot of movies, I guess with all this accelerating technology, they want people living in little cubbyhole houses, hooked up to the computer all day. It's like, that ain't healthy, man. I'm an outdoors dude. I don't even like being inside, barely. That's why I'm outside right now. That's one of the reasons. So, also, people are sleeping inside, so I can't really be loud. But, no, I'm outdoors, like, all day. Because nature's real. You see what I'm saying? So, just keep that in mind. That's what's so crazy about that movie, Oh, man, there's time for lights. But, it had all these themes that, like, I guess would resonate with people. And that's why I'm addressing them. Like, look, you're a child of God. Like, you don't have to, like, prove your worth to other people, classism, whatever. Number 2, you want something real. That's nature, dude. Nature's right here. Be real with nature. And real with other people who are real with nature. That's what I'm saying. Like, people used to live in little tribes and stuff. And it's like, but all of these themes, like, it seems like how do you say it? Progressed version of, like, from where we are now, like what people project things to maybe be in the future, disconnected from nature and stuff. But it's like, a lot of that was already resonating with people, disconnection, socially, everything. And it's like, why are people, like, it doesn't seem that hard to me. Like, why are y'all stuck on some weird stuff like that? Like, be real with nature, with each other. Classism makes no sense. Like I said, we're all children of God, and products of nature. It's like, it's all answered like that. Just stick to our natural function, dude. Like, duh, dude. It's not even a hard concept. But with that being said, divine Keithius, divine order, implying we can intervene in, this natural function. It's kind of what we do anyway. But we could just be more, I mean, that's all, we literally do it regardless. We could just be more conscious about it and do it better. We naturally pick different fruit to breed. We pick each other to breed with, you know, like we could be more conscious of the outcome and breed higher quality people, higher quality fruits, vegetables, whatever. But we just do it all more consciously, you know, kind of intervene in these natural processes to create better outcomes. And that's actually, I mean, I just go all the way to a philosophical thought. That's the basis of knowledge. You know, knowledge is an understanding of systems, and applied knowledge is, you know, intervening in those systems to create outcomes you want. You know what I'm saying? So, go figure. But no, anyway, that's one of my favorite functionalities, at least here on planet Earth, is the biology, man. It's like evolution, but again, we are the new natural selection, and we can intervene, and we can domesticate other species, but we can domesticate ourselves. Each successive generation, we can be better and better. We can have 1 million Nikola Teslas out here. See what I'm saying? You can have 1 million me. Just saying. Come on. Gotta be a little humble brag, you know, whatever. But anyway, that's all I gotta say for now. Go watch Blade Runner 2049. It was a good movie. It really was. Had me shedding a tear quite a few times. But yeah, a lot of the themes, like I said, are like dystopian, like removed from nature. It's like the solution to all that. Just get back down to your natural roots, bro. Live naturally. Planet Earth. With planet Earth, you know. That's what I'm saying. It's a philosophy. It's a lifestyle. So I'm about it. I think a lot of people would be happier if they're about it. I'm about it. So let's get it. Divine Keith is divine order. That implies kind of a natural functionality, again, with the implicit functionality of our own consciousness able to modify outcomes. So there you go. I also got another name I use, Keith Koala. It's almost like a euphemism, Koala, Ko-Allah, like with Allah, which is a name for God, with God. Keith working with God. See what I'm saying? Again, like divine interventions. Okay. You might see what I'm saying, you might not. You might just think I'm crazy, but whatever. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's all I gotta say. Go watch Blade Runner. It's a good movie. I was crying, bro. For real. I've been crying like a couple times. Good movie. Good movie. But again, I don't know if they need to. I don't know. It's almost like a extrapolated version of what they anticipate or what we have now. Like, I don't know, and it resonates. But I don't think we need all that. I think literally what I just said, like, yeah, you see all that? The solution to it is just getting back to being natural. Straight up. So, there you go. Alright, well, I'm going to leave it at that. Talk to you later. God bless you. Catch you next one. Subscribe to my stuff. Divine Keith is. Be real. Be cool with each other. Be happy. Let's not go down that weird dystopian shit road. Let's refine the human species so we don't have all these, like, I don't know, mutant looking people. I gotta go, bro. I'm out here. Catch you in this one. Peace.